Yeah, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Lamborghini praying back again, once again, talking this boxing shit. You know what I mean? Blowing 1, 2 at the same time, so you gotta excuse me if you have little pauses here and there, you know what I'm saying, for me to puff some kush, man. But yeah, today, man, I just wanted to address personally, because I know it's been a little while since I done made a video. Well, not too long, but it's been a little while, maybe a week or so, week and a half, whatever. Been working on my album, putting together these treatments for my next few videos and shit. Just getting everything straight to, push my shit, because I believe my album is a classic, and I believe it deserves top of the line treatment. And by me being the CEO of my label, I'm gonna make sure it get that. But that's neither here nor there. It's not particularly germane to this at all, but I just thought that I should mention. Anyway, Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz is now canceled because Luis Ortiz is a drug cheat. I mean, I don't have any factual evidence, but that's my opinion. My personal opinion, based on his history and the shit that just happened, because I'm pretty upset about that, man. I was really looking forward to seeing this fight, man. Really looking forward to it. The outcome, I mean, of course, I picked Wilder to win by stoppage, or knockout. I should say knockout, because it's a knockout. It won't be a, waving off TKO, he's still on his feet joint. It's going to be a knockout, but Ortiz ass popped dirty, though. Then he tried to pull the move where as soon as the test come out and shit, he come out with the immediate excuse that he had some kind of blood pressure medicine or some shit that had the chemical in it, which just so happens to also be a masking agent for other steroids and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. This is I don't know about anyone else, but me personally, if you get caught or you fail any test, any steroid test, I believe you're doping. I don't give you the benefit of the doubt. What is the excuses, man? We done heard them all, from Lance Armstrong to who was the other motherfucker that got popped and then popped again? Shit, man, I can't even think of it off the top of my head, but it's been so many people. Shane Mosley, I fuck with Shane Mosley though, so I don't want to cast no aspersions upon him, at all. He's a good guy, but shit is what it is, man. You got caught cheating, fucking with that shit too. Basically anybody that fuck with certain strength and conditioning people, they suspect. Not saying that they all taking it, but they suspect. But in my opinion, if you get caught with something in your system that doubles as a masking agent or can be used as a masking agent and is illegal, there's no excuse for that. Period. There's no excuse. I'm just not, I'm over the excuses. I don't even want to hear it. To me, if you ain't got no legitimate, absolutely ironclad legitimate reason why this happened, and even then I'm still gonna look at you sideways, because when there's any ambiguity, man, I lean towards what makes sense, common sense, to me personally. I can't really tell nobody else how to look at it. I'm not shitting on Ortiz. I got respect for him. Anybody get in that ring, I respect, but it's really dangerous to be taking steroids and then punching motherfuckers in the head though. So I can't respect that on no levels, really. I'm not, I don't shit on dudes who do whatever they do. Some niggas do heavy drugs and shit. I'm not one of them guys, but I don't judge them guys. I smoke my bud, sip my yak. That's about that. I'm not finna be fucking with no crack or no real drugs, nigga. That shit just ain't never been my style. Not no powder, not none of that shit. But shit, to each their own, man. They do their thing, you know what I'm saying? If it don't intersect with my life, man, who the fuck am I to judge? But when you talking about this sport, man, you gotta have a lot better tact and bearing, man. You can't be doing that shit. because it makes me question everything that I thought was good about you. You know what I'm saying? As a fighter, if you certain skills that maybe if they don't pertain directly to skill-based things that only skill can give you, then I'm just gonna assume that shit was fraud, you know, because you've been enhanced one way or another. I mean, that's just straight up my opinion, you know, and that just is what it is. But like I said, man, I was really looking forward to this fight. And Luis Ortiz, nigga, you knew they was gonna test you, man, and I think you knew you was gonna fail. And I also think that because you knew you was gonna fail, you had that motherfucking excuse on deck. You know what I mean? That shit, you came out with that shit immediately. You know what I mean? And to me, it made me raise my eyebrows only for one reason. Because if you had that excuse so quickly, like if you could realize so quickly what the problem was, why not just disclose that you're taking that medication from the get-go? You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know, but shit is what it is. You just cost yourself millions, and personally, my respect. So you're gonna have to earn that shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to see you do some, well, not some spectacular shit, but you're gonna have to put together a heavy string of wins that don't look like they have anything to do with performance enhancing drugs to get yourself back on top. You know what I mean? Like at least 2 or 3 wins, man. I mean, I don't know if you real, you know? I don't know if none of these motherfuckers real, for real, but, well, excuse me, I shouldn't say it like that, but I'll put it to you like this: is a lot of people getting popped, you know? A lot of people. So, you know, if you ain't down with taking performance enhancing tests, or excuse me, what is it, PED testing, you know, the anti-doping, if you ain't around for that, you suspect in my opinion, straight up. If you blowing motherfuckers out with like astronomical, just just really, really incredible power, you suspect to me. You know what I mean? It's not very many niggas born with that Julian Jackson shit, you know? Not many. So when you see a lot of motherfuckers that's killers now, you know, that shit is suspect. That's just me. And to me, it's not just them too. It's also the niggas who never get tired. I'm looking at y'all motherfuckers too. You know what I'm saying? Some of this shit just, you know, if it look unrealistic to me, you know, you're a little suspect. But at this moment, man, we ain't talking about nobody else but Luis Ortiz for fucking up this shit right here, man. Fucked up probably the best heavyweight fight of the year, or what would have been. I think that Ortiz Wilder would have been a better fight than Joshua Klitschko. Even though Joshua Klitschko was a legendary fight, I really thought that was some movie shit, you know. But I feel like Wilder Ortiz would have even been more exciting, even because in the build-up, because you really didn't know, you know, with Klitschko and Joshua, you kind of knew Joshua, you know, should on paper be the favorite, you know. Being Klitschko was coming off a loss and everything, and he didn't look really hot in that fight against Fury either. He didn't look like he was really up for it. I mean, I don't even know what to say there. Klitschko just looked like a whole different guy from that fight to the Joshua fight. So, you know, I mean, that's that. But I thought it was a good fight, a great fight. But I felt like the Wilder Ortiz shit would be littered with a little bit more explosiveness, you know. That's a good way to put it, would be explosiveness, you know, because Joshua Klitschko was heavy on the skill, which I love. I always love skill, but at the same time, it was it kind of went like how you thought it would, even though it was very, very dramatic, and one of my personal favorite fights that I've seen in recent memory. This is probably the one I enjoyed the most in recent memory. Not the most, but it was one. It's up there, you know what I mean? Maybe top six in recent memory, you know. It's up there with Floyd Corrales, up there with Corrales Castillo, you know what I mean? It's up there with Floyd versus Jesus Chavez. That's a great fight for those who, you know, maybe don't go that far back in boxing. And plus, Jesus Chavez not he wasn't a real big name and shit. But you watch that fight, that's probably Floyd's best fight ever. Yeah, that motherfucker went in, man. Floyd had to dig deep in that shit. But yeah, man. Like I was saying, man. I'm not even gonna make this shit too much longer. Your boy Luis Ortiz, he's a cheat. You know what I mean? Caught twice. So to me, now you gotta prove that you ain't no cheat. You know what I'm saying? You guilty until proven innocent, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's not no G shit to be fucking up money like this, man. I just want to say to Wilder, man, stay up, keep your head up, dog. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do with your mandatory. Cause now I heard that they switched you over to fighting Stavern. I think that's good money for you right now. Go ahead and get that, because shit, these boys done fucked you out of millions, dog. You was supposed to get that Povetkin money, you know. Wasn't able to get that because that motherfucker cheated. You was supposed to get the motherfucking Luis Ortiz money. That motherfucker cheated, and the other motherfucker before them, he cheated too. 3 niggas in a row, fucking up the church's money, man. It's not a good look, you know. And I feel you, dog. That shit's gotta be heavy on you, you know. And plus, just the money aside, you know what I mean? Because the money is really secondary in this situation. The respect that you would have gained from finally, you know, showing to the world that, you know, you up against what they consider to be high level talent, and you probably would have destroyed them. You know what I'm saying? I was looking forward to seeing that. At the very least, in the case of Povetkin and Ortiz, I was really looking forward to it. But shit, man, you can't blame nobody but them, you know? So, you know, keep your shit pushing, dog. And like you said in the Instagram video, I do agree with that. Deontay Wilder is the most feared heavyweight in the world right now. It is not Anthony Joshua. As much as I like Joshua, it's not Joshua, man. It's not Joshua. I don't hear nobody trying to avoid Joshua. Not to say that he isn't a formidable opponent and should be feared. Most certainly he should. Most certainly he probably is. But, you know, it's a huge payday. I mean, it's a myriad of reasons. But I think that if Wilder was perceived, because I don't necessarily agree that he's not a big draw. I think Wilder's a big draw too. I just don't think he's been given the chance. And a lot of times people hide behind that shit. They don't give these guys the chance to show whether or not they're a big draw by putting them in there with somebody who's gonna, you know, register that kind of a good dance partner that's gonna put them where they need to be, you know, so that they can use that excuse and write them off, you know, because they know that they be better in a lot of ways. I'm not saying that that's the case with Joshua and them, but to those guys, because Joshua didn't say it was about, you know, they might have said it, but their main excuse was some other shit. It wasn't that, so I'm not really hating on that, but you know, a lot of times, a lot of these great fighters get pushed to the side because motherfuckers wanna, you know, they wanna discount their skills because they haven't had the chance or the proper opportunity to show that they can sell tickets. You know what I mean? Because I don't care what nobody say. I believe Terrence Crawford sells out any big fight, any real dance partner you put him in there with. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna sell the fuck out. You know? Shit, who's a big name at 147 right now? Shit, man. Pacquiao. Look at Pacquiao, right? Let's say Pacquiao fight Terrence Crawford. That's gonna be a fucking mega fight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a mega fight. It's gonna bring in numbers. You know? Will it do like Canelo GGG numbers? Probably not that, but you're gonna get it. Some high 800,000-900,000 pay-per-view buys, maybe even 1 million. Might crack 1 million. You know what I'm saying? It might crack 1 million. I could see it cracking 1 million. I could definitely see it going 800,000, 900,000 easy. You know what I'm saying? Bring back that profit like that. You know, that's a flip. Pacquiao ain't did them kind of numbers in a minute. You put him in there with Crawford, you're gonna get that. And you know what I mean? I feel the same thing. Like, it's proven with Riga now. You know what I mean? You see Rigo and them. Everybody saying it's no promotion. Like my man Rigo just tweeted earlier. He been promoting the motherfucker since before they accepted the fight. They ain't promoting shit because if they know that it's a serious chance that Rigo could fuck around and win this fight. And if he do, like if he blow him out and beat the shit out of him and knock him out, as long as it's not a knockout, I should say, like that. As long as it's not a knockout, they're gonna spin that shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep it quiet. Like the Salido loss. Most people don't even know that Lomachenko lost. You know what I mean? It's wild. You know what I mean? But that's just not all you can do is salute Bob Arum for that. You know what I'm saying? Because his PR game is second to none. Top ranked PR game only second to whoever do Mayweather shit. You know what I'm saying? Them boys. Them motherfuckers spin harder than a motherfucking washing machine, man. Real talk. Them motherfuckers spin harder than a motherfucking tornado. Motherfuckers spin you out of anything. Spin like typhoons, man. Spin like my motherfucking waves. 100, man. But nah, it's not a good look all the way around, especially for Ortiz, man. I kind of feel bad for him because I know this is gonna set him back a lot, man. It's gonna affect his pay. It's gonna affect his standings. It's gonna affect a lot of shit. You know, the way that the public looks at him and all that. But it's, you know, self-inflicted, so it is what it is. You know. But shit, man. I'm hoping Ortiz can somehow bounce back because I don't ever want to see nobody down for too long. You know. Hope my man could bounce back, do what he do, get off that shit, do it the right way, you know. Hone your skills so you ain't gotta do all that, you know, and come back stronger. As far as Wilder, looking forward to seeing you beat up Stavern again, even though I do believe Stavern is he's gonna come back hard because everybody writing him off. So he's gonna come back with something to prove. But, you know, just like anybody else, they come in with that heavy fight, it can be beat out of them. So you keep doing your thing, G, man. I wish you nothing but success. Both y'all guys, nothing but success, you know. And for everybody else that's rap fans, make sure you go and check out my motherfucking album on my motherfucking website, hustlegameboss.com. Go to the shop, cop you something, you know what I mean? One of my clothes, you know, I got my own line and everything. It's all up there, man. Fuck with me one time. But yeah, man. I'll be right back with another one. Till the next time, 100.